Today we're trying out the Wasatch Brewery. This is the white IPA, the Ghostrider. Let's see. Let's open it up and see if Ridiculous Cage comes out.
Yeah, I was just about to say Ghostrider. That was a good one. I've got a funny story about that too.
It's really pale.
It is pale.
Wow.
Like a ghost.
Like a ghost.
Yep.
All right. This is light golden.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that smell is like really strong. Really
Yeah. Good. Yeah, that's good.
Fruity.
Very fruity. I can tell it's going to have flavor.
Mm-hmm. Compared to like some coffee stouts.
Yeah,
like...
compared to some coffee stouts that don't taste like coffee.
Yeah. Wait, was that?
It wasn't a stout, though.
It was a stout, yeah. It was a coffee something.
But it was coffee. Allegedly.
Ooh,
Has
took
not
a
been
taste.
Proven. Oh.
It's coffee.
Yep. Cheers.
Very, like, nice. This is the right amount of citrus.
Yeah.
It's like borderline grapefruit or pomelo.
Very low carbonation.
Mm-hmm.
At least maybe I'm getting used to more like Belgian style beers, but it just seems really low on carbonation to me compared to others.
So it got a really, really nice rich color, like very, very hazy.
Mm-hmm. I like the flavor. The hops aren't overpowering in this one on this IPA. And I can taste the other flavors. A lot of times I feel like with IPAs, all you can taste is the hoppy flavors.
Mm-hmm.
They get a little carried away, and you can't taste any other subtle flavors at all.
Yeah.
But not so with this one. You can still taste the fruit.
Mm-hmm. So, legend has it, the Ghostrider roams the high desert seeking revenge on those who stole his recipe for the perfect IPA. We might be in trouble.
He rides a motorcycle, right? Famous Cage.
Cage. Yeah. This one rides a horse. His name is Rage.
Oh, Rage.
Salt Lake City it's a really nice town. Have you
I've
been?
never been to Salt Lake City.
Man, it's a really cool place.
It's one of the places I've not been. Yep.
Yeah. It's I remember driving into it from like, I forget what. It's like, I think it's in Wyoming, Cheyenne, Wyoming, maybe. I don't remember. Anyways, it was one of those.
I thought you were talking about Salt Lake City, and I was like, no, it's not in Wyoming. But good try.
Yeah, but had to go up from there and then down to Salt Lake.
Yeah,
and it was really nice. It was a cool looking town. Like
I've heard it's really cool.
Yeah. The weather. Yeah, it was a little rainy at that time, but anyways, when it cleared up, it was perfect. It was gorgeous.
Yeah.
They have a library there that was the architect, I believe, was the same architect that did either Crystal Bridges or the library here in Fayetteville. One of those two, but I don't remember. I'm not a historian, so it's
not
I
an
forget
architect.
a lot of things. Yeah. They've got this huge, like, open center in the library. And at that time, they had what looked to be like, I can't remember what that toy was when I was a kid. I think it was called Connects or something like that. It was not Lego, but it was like you connect little...
They have like long rods and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, Connects.
It kind of looked like that, and it was a huge, like, 30-foot face, head hanging from the ceiling. Yeah. It was really cool. But, anyways.
Did you swim in this Great Salt Lake?
I did not.
No?
Yeah. I saw some Mormons.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
Yeah. Good people.
Yep.
Don't come after me.
Salt Lake City is known for the Salt Lake and Mormons.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we covered both of those.
Yeah. Which one takes prominence though? Which one would you go for?
Well, I would probably go for the Salt Lake.
The Salt Lake. Yeah. Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Do you want to change that right now? I was kidding.
Oh, are you Mormon? Well, I heard you it's so salty you just float.
Yeah.
And so I want to just float around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be nice,
Because normally I sink.
Yeah. Yeah. It's me too. Me too. Yeah.
Yeah. That's Salem.
Well, I don't know if it's really been determined scientifically, whether
If witches sink?
If witches sink, yeah.
Yeah. It has not been scientifically proven as of yet.
Mm-hmm.
I hear they're working on it at UC Berkeley.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Much research.
Yeah.
Yeah. Government funding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you're a scientist, what do you think about
It's a strong term.
Elon Musk launching one of his Teslas into space?
Sounds like something a billionaire would do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you for
Launch
it?
their car into space? I really could care less if he launches a Tesla into space.
It's his money.
Yeah, it's his money.
His money.
Yeah, if he wants to put me in the Tesla and then
Yeah.
launch me into space, okay.
Hey.
Sure. As long as he has a plan to get me back.
Yeah. They need to do that, just launch just regular civilian. Hey, do you want to go to space? Let's go.
Yeah.
Just launch them same day.
Yeah.
See
Although,
how-
he has a different plan, a 20-year plan to send these tiny robot cameras to the far reaches of space. And that would be really cool.
That'd be
Probably cooler than sending a Tesla to space.
Yeah.
Because I don't really know what that would do for science, really.
Other
than
it's more of a probably a marketing employee.
Yeah.
Hey, I can
the
blow this
Tesla, the only car in space,
Mhm.
basically. Yeah,
which is good for
that
him.
would be a
'cause-
good marketing campaign.
Yeah, exactly. Which I think is good in the long run for science, because man, a lot of people, I'm sure he's getting a lot of gripes for, oh, why not spend it on something useful and practical, rather than blowing it on sending, a car into space. Well, man, really science is doing that, I don't know, I don't see it as a waste because it's I don't know, the fact that we can do that.
Yeah, and
is
Elon's
a
a
thing.
smart guy. He's not just
Yeah.
wasting anything.
Yeah.
Everything, he's thought everything through. I bet.
Yeah.
He's a smart guy. That's
Yeah.
why he is where he is today.
Yeah.
So, it's not going to be a complete waste. Whether it's all a marketing ploy or it's going to advance science or
Mhm.
both.
Yeah.
It's probably going to pay off if he's
Yeah.
planning on doing it. I hadn't actually heard of that. He was trying to send a Tesla into space.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
It's probably not progressing science, but still, do it, man. It's your
Yeah.
money.
Well, I do think the more times we develop rockets to send things into space, the better we'll get at it. So, it can't hurt.
Yeah.
NASA's been doing it a long time, so they're pretty good at it already. But just one more rocket sent up successfully,
Yeah.
it increases the success rate at least.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But also, there is still that lingering thought that, only rich people are going to be able to do this kind of thing, or have enough resources to, send cars into space, or to do science. I don't know. It's a weak argument, but anybody can do and contribute to science, even if it's not something brilliant. It's just the fact that you're for, this thing you not that you believe that is a cult, but that you trust science more than some things.
Yeah.
I think
I
it's a
think
great
people learning more about science
thing.
is always a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, too many people these days think science, like when there's a scientific consensus on something,
Mm-hmm.
that you can just kind of be like, well, that doesn't really fit with my beliefs, so it's not true.
Yeah.
And that pains me
Yeah.
a little bit. Like, there are some things, and like, for example, climate change. I don't know enough about the climate. I could read a bunch of climate papers and not be able to tell you whether or not climate change is actually a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that there's this huge consensus among climate scientists
Yeah.
that there is a thing called climate change, and it is, or a huge component of that is human induced. Like, I'll just agree with that because I trust their view. Just like if I came out with something on, like, electric circuits, and that a bunch of people may not know, but if, like, a bunch of other electrical engineers agreed with me and said, like, yeah, this thing that he's talking about will work or something, then like, people should kind of take that as, like, there's a consensus among experts, at least. If it was just one person, it's kind of weak. But if it's a consensus among a bunch of people, that's a pretty strong argument, basically.
And
and that's the case these days. There's a consensus among scientists.
I mean, like, I'd rather trust a group of scientists than the opinion of somebody not in the field and that's just like,
Yeah. I heard the analogy once. If you have some, like, medical condition and you, like, don't know what it is, you've been, and you go in and there's this panel of doctors and they all tell you it's this thing, and then you go out and you talk to old Jimmy Bob out in the swamp and he says, no, you just need to take a little bit of rheumatism medicine and just drink a little whiskey and that'll fix you right up. Are you going to trust old Jimmy Bob, who's been the family friend for forever, or the panel of medical experts?
My final question is, can we prove that ghost exists?
That this beer or ghosts?
Ghosts.
Oh, I
hope we can prove that this beer exists.
That's a philosophy question. That's a philosophy question, which I guess, I don't know. It's another debate on whether that would be considered science, I guess.
Right.
Well, ghosts. If ghosts exist, I don't know. I mean, it would probably be easier to prove they do exist than they don't exist. Like,
could be
if you were going to try to prove, but I mean,